Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to the week 2 of the TBL Summer League. So in the last week we didn't do so well. If you want to check it out, go and check it out. I'll give you a couple of seconds now to click off this video because I'm going to obviously be spoiling it in just a second. So 3, 2, 1, just in case those people want to get out of here. We lost quite, well not quite significantly, it was a 2-0 so it wasn't too bad, but I played really badly, I played really poorly, I wasn't thinking straight, I don't think I thought my plays through very well. The Dragon Tail, I kept on forgetting about moves, I kept on forgetting about the Dragon Tail, I kept on forgetting about the substitute, like that just caused me so many issues. And that wasn't even with the scariest team, and now this week we're versing the scariest team in the league, which is the Fort Wayne Flareblitz. I am very scared. I'm very nervous about this match. I'm actually recording this. We were supposed to have our battle last night, and I thought I'd recorded this, but I hadn't. Hold on, let me just turn this down a little bit. Okay, that's just right. Okay, that's probably no different. Yeah, I thought I'd recorded this, but I hadn't, and I got to this morning and I was like, I didn't actually record this. I would have recorded it post the battle, but my internet went down last night, so I couldn't do the battle, so we're doing the battle tonight, so there's no spoilers because, you know, I haven't done the battle yet. But I am absolutely terrified. I am very scared right now. We have a team that's going to hopefully be able to deal somewhat with, but we're going to go over the Fort Wayne Flareblitz's roster, or rouster, however you say it. We have Celesteela, which is a Z user, Infernape, another Z user, Greninja Torrent, Lycanroc Dust, Mudsdale, Cryogonal, I don't know how you say it, Mega Gardevoir, Zygarde 50%, Amogus, Jellicent, and Cypher. So yeah, I'm very nervous on this thing, very scared. I think the Celesteela's coming 100%. That Celesteela deals a lot of issues with me. I can't really cope with it unless I bought my Electabuzz, which I decided not to in the end. I thought I kind of had somewhat enough coverage. The thing that really scares it, obviously, is the Charizard. Infernape, which is very scary. I only have 1 or 2 really answers to it. I'm expecting it to be physical. I definitely expect it to be a physical Infernape set. I'm doubting we're going to see an RC plot Infernape, and if we do, I think that even works out better for me. Greninja Torrent, I think, is coming. Honestly, that thing can put some pressure on me. It's not getting the stab from Protein, but in general, it can just do quite a bit. It can deal with Charizard pretty well. Well, somewhat well. It can't really deal with Blastoise, but it can deal with Umbreon, maybe with Low Kick. It can deal with Cresselia. It can deal with Landorus. It can deal with Bulu somewhat if it's not Assault Vest. We've got Lycanroc Dust, which I don't think is coming. I don't think Lycanroc Dust is coming. I have Blastoise, and I have Bulu, and I have Landorus T. I have so many counters to this thing, I just don't think it's realistically coming. I feel that if it did come, I'd be caught off guard, but I do have things for it. Mudsdale, again, same situation. I have Blastoise, I have Bulu. I think I have Cresselia can kind of deal with it as well. It is quite scary. It can wreck through my team, so if that does come, I have to play very carefully. I will say that much. Like Mudsdale just causes me so many more issues than I wanted it to be, but I really don't think it's coming. Cryogonal, I think maybe could come, but I'm doubting it. Just Freeze Dry can cause a lot of issues for me, especially for like Lando T, but other than that, it's not really doing too much. Maybe the Blastoise. I'm not sure if it's expecting the Blastoise to come, or maybe the Toad, but again, I don't think the Toad really worked in this matchup as well, because a lot of his things can learn grass moves. Like HP Grass is definitely a thing. Grass Knot, Giga Drain on the Celesteela, and yeah. So Cryogonal, I don't think is coming, but it could be coming. Let's just say that much. Mega Gardevoir, I think, is probably coming. It's just a wrecker. It just wrecks through teams. I have got a couple of things that can kind of deal with it. I think Blastoise can somewhat deal with it. Bulu can somewhat deal with it. Cresselia, in a way, can deal with it. Not amazingly, but it can deal with it. So can Charizard. So I have got some kind of coverage for it, even if it's not like super effective. Zygarde 50%, 100% has to come. Like, I don't see this thing not coming. It just causes so many issues for so many teams. You can hit super effective on my Charizard with 1,000 arrows even before its Mega Evolve. It can cause issues for things like, it can be a Toxic as well. It can be a Toxic Staller. It can be Dragon Dance, which if it's Dragon Dance, that can cause me a lot of problems. but we have got Bulu there. It can't really do much to Bulu. I don't think it really gets many moves that are really going to cause too many issues to Bulu. Bar extreme speed, which is only doing like 20%, whereas my Horn Leech, I think I'm getting 20% back from it, so I'm not too fussed from that, so it should be fine. Amoonguss, again, can kind of cause me issues, can cause me, quite a few issues, honestly. It can take out my Bulu quite easily. Well, it can't take out my Bulu. I definitely live a Sludge Bomb, assuming that it's not max special attack. If it's max special attack, then that causes issues. Again, if it's not max special attack, Blastoise can even deal with it, like the Giga Drain versus Ice Beam will be fine. Charizard can deal with it. Umbreon, so-so. Like, Umbreon has Wish and Reliable Recovery. I don't think Amoonguss does get Reliable Recovery other than, like, Black Sludge. Cresselia, obviously, Psychic-type moves are just going to be hurting it a lot. And Lando T, we can kind of... Like, he might predict me to go for Fly Z or something, so, yeah. Kind of considering all that. Jellicent, I don't think it's coming, just the Bulu scares that out immediately. It can't really do much to my team. I've got Umbreon as well. It can hit Cresselia, it can hit Meloetta, but I don't think anyone expects me to bring both Cress and Meloetta in the same week. Honestly, that's just asking for a Ghost type or a Dark type to come and destroy me. Although Meloetta it can't touch. Sorry, I forgot Meloetta was a normal type then. But yeah, it can cause issues with my Lando T as well, so it might come, but I think Greninja Protein just kind of works better over the Jellicent. The Jellicent is just not quite fast enough. If the Jellicent comes, I'm honestly happier for that to happen. Like, I can cope with Jellicent fine. Cypher, I don't think it's coming, but, excuse me, it's very, very scary for my team. If it comes, it can wreck through the majority of my team pretty easily. I haven't got too much coverage for it other than Charizard and somewhat Blastoise, but yeah, this thing can completely wreck through me if it wants to. Like, it can cause so many issues. It can really put dents in my team, especially when I have things to deal with other bits. But I'm hoping Cypher's not coming. I don't think Cypher will come. I just can't see it coming many weeks at all. But you never know. You never know with people. They might see a huge advantage. Like, Aerial Ace was just doing so much to me on basically all my mons. So yeah, but again, could be predicting the Fly Z from the Lando T. Like, definitely could have brought Fly Z this week. It would have made a lot of difference, because obviously it's super effective against Infernape, Amoonguss, and Cypher. Probably would put quite a dent in Zygarde as well. Celesteela, it's not really doing anything to, but it would put a dent in Greninja Torrent as well. But yeah, I'm going to start going through the team now, because we've been talking for, wow, 8 minutes. 8 minutes already. But yes, Tapu Bulu is our first one up this week. Tapu Bulu, again, I'm bringing the Assault Vest because it really works against Mega Gardevoir. The Hyper Voice isn't taking us out at all, and I think the Horn Leech has a chance to take it out. I think it's at 98 to 100%. It takes it out. So I would have to get the lowest of low rolls to be able to not take it out, which I think is really good. But obviously, I'm probably going to have to get in on a revenge kill. I have kind of... I don't know how to really cope with it. Mega Gardevoir can cause a lot of issues with my team otherwise. Well, I have got some more coverage, but yeah, Assault Vest kind of covers the Greninja as well. The Greninja's Ice Beam is only doing about 40% to me because it's not protein, and I can take it out with a Horn Leech, so I'm not too bad there. I've got Wood Hammer there just in case I need that little bit extra there. Say, I don't know, like the Cryogonal comes in or something, I can then try and Wood Hammer that, assuming that I live a Freeze Dry, and probably take that out at the same time. Like, Wood Hammer's there just for that little bit extra damage if I need it. Zen Headbutt's really going to come in handy if the Amoonguss comes. Basically, it's a 2-hit KO on the Amoonguss. I think unless I get 2 low rolls, I think it's like a 49%, 48 point something, 48.7% or something. Between 48.7 and like 56% that I can hit on the Amoonguss. So, assuming that I don't get 2 low rolls, I should be fine. As I said, it kind of just deals with it deals with Zygarde anyway. Zygarde can't really do much to it. Jellicent, it just takes out. Mudsdale, Lycanroc, they both go down to it immediately as well. Obviously, if Heavy Slam is there, it does cause issues. We've got the Zen Headbutt there in case of a special Infernape as well. It can start putting some pressure on there. Nature's Madness is mostly there for the Celesteela if that comes in, and I don't see any point in keeping Tapu Bulu around, or I can see advantage of just doing Nature Madness. I did consider running the the Nature Madness Z move, I can't think what it's called. The Tapunium Z or something, something like that. I did consider running that, but I thought Assault Vest just works better because I really need this thing for the Mega Gardevoir. That's the main thing I need it for, and then just the coverage moves on there just generally help with the majority of them. Like, I think Tapu Bulu is going to be really handy this week. The Zen Headbutt I think is going to be an unthought of situation, so the Amoonguss I can definitely deal with. I can deal with it. I'm not sure, even if it is max special attack, I think I might be able to live, assuming it's not choice specs, but I think I might be able to live a slightly more, because I think it only does about 70% to me when it's like normal. Like, it only does about 70% to me, so I might be able to live it, I don't know. I haven't really kind of looked at that because I'm an idiot. And I don't expect Amoonguss to be coming as kind of a special offensive threat anyways. Generally it's much more of a defensive one, so I don't expect that. And I can just get Nature's Madness off on anything that doesn't really want to kind of deal with me. Cypher is an issue. Cypher is 100% an issue for this mon, but Nature's Madness, maybe even Horn Leech, I don't know what I'll do, honestly, if the Cypher comes. But yeah, just generally Tapu Bulu is going to be putting in a lot of work. EVs, we have max HP, 200 attack with an adamant nature, so more attack and less special attack, and 56 in special defense. This I just found to be the best kind of balance to be able to get 2-hit KO on things and be able to live something whilst getting health back from my Horn Leech. So yeah, that was kind of my thought process there. And our next one, I haven't named it this week, so I feel a little bit upset. We've gone for the Choice Scarf Lando T. This is basically to make sure that we outspeed the Greninja Torrent, the Torrent Greninja, or just the Greninja, as long as it's not Scarfed. I'm going to assume that it's not Scarfed. I just don't feel like it's going to be Scarfed, but it could well be. I feel like if anything's going to be Scarfed, it's going to be in the Infernape. We have Choice Scarf here. Intimidates its only ability, but that can be really handy against the Infernape, against the Celesteela as well. If he's bringing a offensive, physically offensive Greninja, then that can deal with stuff there. I can deal with the Zygarde as well, just by getting that down a little bit. And even the Cypher as well, just getting an Intimidate off that could be really handy. Running Choice Scarf Rock, so depending on what comes, I might lead off with Lando T just to get the Stealth Rock set up, just so we can start getting chip damage on things. I honestly think that might be a good move, and then I'm not revealing my Scarf. But then I've got Earthquake, U-Turn, and Knockoff. So Earthquake obviously is going to be nerfed if Tapu Bulu's come in and the grassy terrain is still up, but the only thing I can really see coming in against the Bulu is the Infernape or the Celesteela. And honestly, I would probably rather bring in Blastoise in both instances, so I can definitely deal with the grassy terrain just disappearing after a while. Earthquake just does a lot of damage to a lot of things. It takes out Lycanroc Dusk, it takes out Infernape, it does a heck of a lot to Zygarde, 50%, I think it's a 2-hit KO. Amoonguss, again, it does a great deal of damage too. Jellicent, I think it even does damage too, like it'll hit a lot of things. Even Cryogonal, I think, is a 2-hit KO maybe, but I don't want to risk that because obviously, you know, Freeze Dry is going to take me out 100%. U-Turn is basically there for the Greninja. The Greninja, that's a 98 to 100% chance again to KO the Greninja. So again, I would need a really low roll, or it would need to be quite bulky. This is assuming that the Greninja isn't Scarfed. I might have to put a risk in turn 1 if he does leave with the Greninja. So I might just U-turn out straight away there. Probably going to show my Scarf. But the Scarf is specific there for Greninja, so I'm not too worried about showing the Scarf first turn. Knockoff to get rid of items. I'm hoping to get a knockoff on the Celesteela to get rid of any leftovers, assuming it's leftovers. If it is like a Z move, then I'm gonna be... I don't know how I'm gonna be, honestly. Like, the Celesteela can be quite varied. It can be offensive. It could be an autotomized set, but I don't really feel like it's going to be an autotomized set. If it is, then I probably can deal with it a lot easier than the bulky variants. EVs, we have 126 in HP. This just felt right. It just made sure everything was doing the lowest damage. I did try and split it between like defense, special defense, and HP, but honestly in the end it just worked out that HP was a lot better than anything else. 252 attack with an adamant nature, some more attack, less special attack, and 114 speed, just ensuring we outspeed the Greninja as long as it's not Scarfed. And yeah, we can basically live any hit from the Inferno. I don't think Inferno gets Ice Punch. I might have to double check that before the match, but I don't think it gets Ice Punch, so it can't really deal too much with us. The Zygarde can't really deal too much with us. Like, a lot of these mons aren't going to be too much of a worry. Cryogonal was my biggest worry. Mega Gardevoir does do a great deal to us, but we are definitely faster because Mega Gardevoir can only be base 100. We are definitely outspeeding that. We are essentially base 130 at this point. Or 123, I think actually might be a better number. I don't know, I can't actually remember. But yeah, Earthquake, I believe, takes out the Gardevoir. It takes it down very low, so I might have to sacrifice a Mon, or if I've got my Stealth Rocks up early game, hopefully some chip damage is going to be coming clutch. So yeah, my aim is probably to lead with Lando T, just get the Stealth Rock up or the U-turn. I'm not too scared of many mons because not many of them outspeed me. Obviously, if the Lycanroc Dust comes out as fast, that is faster than me, but it's not faster if I'm Choice Scarf. And I don't think it can do much to me anyways. Maybe Ice Fang, but I don't think that will take me out because it's not that strong an attack and it's not stab. It is 4 times effective, but I think it will only do a somewhat damage. It wouldn't take me out, I don't think. I would need to calc it. Obviously, if like the Jellicent comes, I'm fine with that. I can knock off. I think that's a 2-hit KO, but I don't know if it will run an Ice Beam, so I can obviously see kind of how it goes during the match and make the decision there. I think Lando T is probably going to be my lead. Wow, I'm taking forever to explain these sets, and I don't know why. Cress, I really don't like Cress. I've actually got rid of Cress for week 3 onwards and replaced it with Sylveon. I just felt like it was a better choice for me personally, but we have a few different things here. We have leftovers on it just to, you know, heal ourselves up because we haven't really got any other reliable recovery other than Moonlight. I don't know why I said that. Just leftovers. This thing is just generally going to be bulky and trying to deal with like the Mega Gardevoir. Going to be dealing with things like the Infernape, hopefully maybe even the Cresselia. Not the Cresselia, I'm the Cresselia, the Celesteela, but I haven't really got anything to touch the Celesteela, so yeah, I would probably have to switch out or just sack it off, but I don't think it's even doing that much to me, so hopefully we will see kind of how it goes during the game. We have Levitate, so we're not going to get hit by Earthquake by Mudsdale. Mudsdale does still do a great deal of damage to us, but I think we can do a great deal of damage back. Moonlight to heal ourselves back up because we are going to be taking some hits. Moonblast because it hits a few things. Trying to think where it actually hits. It hits the Greninja quite badly. It can hit the Lycanroc. I think there was another one that hits. Oh, Zygarde 50. Zygarde 50 hits pretty well. Zygarde can't deal too much damage to us, anyways. It can cause some damage, but it can't do too much damage. Psychic just is there for a lot of mons. Like, a lot of mons do not like the Psychic. Generally, like, most of them were like 2 or 3 hit KOs, so it wasn't too bad. We can deal with the Amoonguss, we can deal with the Infernape, and Toxic is just there to rack up a few toxic damage bits. Celesteela I am very worried about, just because I can't Toxic it. If I could Toxic it, I would be fine. This is when like Corrosion Salazzle really comes in handy because you can just Toxic things, and you can Toxic the Celesteela and just, you know, cause issues. But yeah, just this thing is more my special wall. It's going to be hopefully stalling a few things down with Toxic and just getting a little bit of damage racked up on things. Obviously, Mega Gardevoir is a wall breaker, so it is probably going to be causing me more issues, but if I can get a Toxic and then some Moonlights, I think I should be fine. EVs, we have max HP, and max special defense with a Calm Nature, so more special defense and less attack, and 4 EVs in special attack, so just making those Psychic and Moonblast a little bit stronger, but ensuring that we're kind of living the special hits. And that is kind of it for Cresselia. Next up we have Umbreon, my lovely little Umbreon. I really do love using Umbreon. We're using it slightly different to last week. We have got Foul Play on this week. Foul Play actually does a fair amount of damage. I can potentially stall the Celesteela if it's burnt or if it's intimidated, so I can deal with that, and if it's trying to hit me with physical attacks, I have the Rocky Helmet on here as well. Same with Infernape, if it's trying to hit me with physical attacks, I can hit it with the Rocky Helmet. And quite a lot of his team, like the Zygarde 50 as well, I can probably Wish and Protect away and it would just be fine. Foul Play is doing a great deal of damage. Obviously, if things are boosting up their attack, then I'm just going to be destroying it with Foul Play. Heal Bell to get rid of status conditions, but I think there's probably going to be a couple of Toxics. I definitely see Blastoise getting Toxic, I can see Cresselia getting Toxic, I can see Umbreon getting Toxic as well. So Heal Bell is there really handily, and Wish Passing, I think I'm going to have to Wish Pass probably onto the Bulu, maybe even the Lando T, maybe the Charizard, maybe the, not really the Cresselia, I don't think, only in certain situations, but probably the Blastoise as well, because Blastoise I think might actually be my Tekimon that is going to probably need healing, and it hasn't got reliable recovery on it, so yeah, it's kind of difficult to deal with there. But we run defensively this week, so max HP, max defense, forward, special defense, just because we're not affected by foul play at all, depending on, like, it depends completely on the opposing mon, not us on our stats. And then we have a bold nature, so more defense and less attack. Yeah, this thing hopefully is going to be putting some pressure on things. It doesn't really want to see the Infernape, doesn't really want to see the Mega Gardevoir too much. But the other mons generally I think I can cope with. The Amoonguss can be a little bit of an issue, but I honestly think with my Wish Protect and Heal Bell that I can basically deal with any attack that it wants to throw at me. It's not going to be breaking me down. The only thing is it will have Giga Drain, so that does potentially cause some issues. And yeah, that is it for Umbreon. It's just kind of a defensive wall there, just to take some hits and hit off some foul plays, and maybe Heal Bell if I need to. Wish Passing, I think I need to keep it healthy for the Wish Passing. Next up is Charizard, Charizard X to be exact, and we have Blaze, obviously Tough Claws on Mega Evolution, I can't speak. Flareblitz, because that guaranteedly takes out the Cresselia. Thunder Punch is there for the Greninja Torrent, because we can live a hit if we are Mega Evolved. We can basically live any hit it wants to throw at us. So the Thunder Punch, I believe, it either takes it out or doesn't quite take it out. It takes it down very low. And the same with Jellicent. Jellicent can't do too much to us, and we can Thunder Punch it. And then we can also Thunder Punch things like the Cypher. We can Flare Blitz the Cypher. We can even Thunder Punch the Celesteela maybe if we're predicting that to come in and don't want to be too risky. Say if we're predicting the Infernape as well. Dragon Claw just kind of can, as long as Zygarde has been hit by rocks, I can get the Dragon Claw and destroy it. This is assuming that it's not a defensive variant. If it's a defensive variant, then we are going to have more issues, but at that point I don't think Outrage is going to be really causing too many issues for us, because one, it won't take us out in one hit, and two, I don't think it'd run Outrage if it's a defensive variant. So yeah, that's kind of my thought process there. So the Dragon Claw will take it out, or we will be fine. That's kind of what I'm thinking, assuming that the crit doesn't happen. I'm running Roost this week as well, because I think we are going to be getting some damage on us. We're not the fastest. Obviously Greninja's outspeeding us, Infernape's outspeeding us, and I can't think of anything else. Possibly could see a Trick Room with the Mega Gardevoir. I'm not sure how that would really work, because a lot of his team is quite fast, but if he brings like Mudsdale, Amoonguss, Celesteela, Mega Gardevoir, Zygarde 50, and then like I don't know, Jellicent or something, then I probably would expect a Trick Room team, because honestly, like, if you're running all the slow mons, then. But I think we should be fine. We're not really running much speed. The only one that I've got is really fast is Lando T and Charizard, so the rest of my team is pretty slow, which is fine. EVs, we have max attack and max speed with a Jolly nature, so more speed and less special attack. This basically ensures that we either speed tie or outspeed the Mega Gardevoir. We can live a hit from the Mega Gardevoir, assuming we're full health. We can definitely live a hit from the Gardevoir, assuming no crits or anything. If it is timid, that's the one. If it's timid, but if it is modest, we guaranteedly take it out of that turn. With Flare Blitz, we'll probably take ourselves out at the same time, but this is kind of a last case scenario. And yeah, it will definitely be faster, so we'll definitely be able to take it out before it hits us. So that's kind of why I'm running the max speed with Jolly, just in case we do need to go for the speed tie. If not, we can deal with that kind of alright. And yeah, just in general, I think I'm gonna have to get this Mega Evolve up early. We haven't really got many hazards. I don't think there's any hazard removal on his team, so I do have to be kind of cautious. I think that, well, we have Spikes and Toxic Spikes on Greninja, and there's Stealth Rock on like Infernape, Mudsdale, Zygarde, and like, yeah, so there's a lot of kind of different things that can bring the hazards this week, but I have got a spinner in Blastoise. And let's go on to Blastoise. Blastoise, I'm running kind of a very different set than I normally would. We've got Leftovers and Torrent, because I think we are going to get down low on our health occasionally. but I'm going to go into Umbreon and hopefully Wish Pass every now and again. Scold is to try and get a burn on the Celesteela. I really want to get a burn on there. It really hits Infernape quite hard if it hits Lycanroc, Dusk and Mudsdale. It can hit the Zygarde pretty well as well. If it switches in on it, it doesn't cause too many issues. And if we can get a burn on there, if we can get a burn on any of the physical ones, then I'm happy. But yeah, we're going to be hopefully doing a few things. I did consider running Surf because I didn't know how effective a burn would be, but I really want the burn on Celesteela. I'm just trying to force it to go for its special attacks because in that way Bulu can probably deal with it, or like Charizard or anything can probably deal with it more. I think the only problem I have is if the Celesteela brings Giga Drain. If the Celesteela brings Giga Drain, we are in a lot of trouble. This Blastoise is designed to be able to deal with the Celesteela, assuming no Giga Drain. I've never seen Giga Drain run on Celesteela, but I know it learns it. I did look it up and I was like, okay, what does this learn? Can it learn grass type attacks? And I was like, oh my god, it learns Absorb, Mega Drain, Giga Drain, and Leech Seed. I don't know if he will run Giga Drain. Obviously, it's kind of a risky move to run, especially when I've got like Bulu and Charizard as well, which are almost guaranteed to come. And yeah, it's not Stab, so that's my only concern. Like, we're doing about 25%-ish to the Celesteela, so hopefully I'm going to be able to get a knockoff early game with the Lando T. I just really want to get rid of the Celesteela item. That's all I want to do. Assuming that it's leftovers. If it's not leftovers, I can probably deal with it. And yeah, that's the thought process there. Ice Beam is there for things like the Lycanroc Dust, for the Mudsdale, the Zygarde 50%, I believe it actually takes it out in one hit. Amoonguss, Ice Beam versus Giga Drain, we're basically doing the same amount of damage. So it is a little bit of a danger, but I can somewhat deal with the Amoonguss as well. And Cypher as well is getting hit by the Hidden Power. No, I'll go over that in a minute. Hit by the Ice Beam as well. Hidden Power Electric is actually doing the same amount of damage as Scold to the Celesteela, so I might end up going for it afterwards. I'm not sure if I want to keep that tech secret. And it deals with the Greninja and the Jellicent as well. The Hidden Power Electric does a lot of damage to them, and they can't really do too much damage to us unless they're Hidden Power Electric as well, which I don't think they would be designed to deal with us, especially if the Amoonguss comes. So yeah, that's kind of my thought process there, and then Rapid Spin to get rid of the hazards, because I think we are going to see some kind of hazards this week. I definitely feel like it. EVs, we have max HP and max special attack with a modest nature, so more special attack and less attack, and 4 EVs of special defense. I was originally going to run this as specs, but then I was like, I don't want 2 choice mons, especially when I am going to have to be quite versatile in this match, and I'm going to have to be kind of on it on my predictions, and I don't really want to be limited by a choice item. And yeah, just the choice specs didn't really feel like it was worth it as such. The only thing, like, basically if the Celesteela is Giga Drain, I think we are struggling a lot more. We are going to have a lot more issues to deal with, but again, it's kind of like 4 move syndrome, so I'm expecting Heavy Slam for the Bulu. What else am I expecting? I'm not sure what else I'm expecting. Probably Flamethrower at some point, maybe even Flamethrower, probably Earthquake, honestly, for the Charizard, because the Charizard can basically take it out, although we're always going to be faster, which is why I'm thinking a Trick Room may come. But honestly, if a Trick Room comes, at least if I have a Trick Room or my Bulu, then I'm fine. Bulu isn't outspeeding too much. Basically, whatever outspeeds it, can't take it out. No, but basically, whatever's slower than it, I don't think you can take it out in one anyways. But yeah, I could definitely see a Trick Room coming this week. Potentially, I'll obviously have to keep an eye out on what actually comes. Obviously, if a lot of the slower ones are coming, I do predict a Trick Room on the Mega Gardevoir, which would be a very, very interesting tech, but I just feel like it could happen. I feel like it could happen, even though my team isn't the fastest. I haven't got many fast mons, to be honest, so it's there in my mind, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. So yeah, that's kind of my thought process there. I've been going for about 30 minutes. It's been ridiculous. It's probably going to be longer than matches. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so I hope you had a good one, and I will see you soon.